I'm GP Plus and this is my cousin,
Brandon.
Today we're going to talk about must-watch US dramas on Netflix.
So we know there are many amazing and fantastic US series currently available on Netflix, but we are going to limit ourselves to recommend 2 series each. So here we go.
Okay, my first choice will be a Netflix original, Mindhunter. It is a crime series based on the true story of the FBI agents who pioneered the science of profiling serial killers. They did so by interviewing notorious murderers such as Ed Campbell and Charles Manson. 你认识他们吗？
No.
So why do serial killers take souvenirs from their victims? Why do they return to the crime scene? This drama has a lot of reenactments of the real interviews with the criminals, so it gives us a peek into the minds of these psychopaths, which is intriguing. So if you are a fan of crime series, don't give this a miss. I thoroughly enjoyed season 1 and 2 and I'm still waiting for season 3, so please Netflix, season 3 please.
The first US series that I'm going to recommend is The 100. So it is set 97 years after a nuclear war was thought to eradicate all forms of life on Earth. But before this nuclear war happened, 12 countries came together to form a partnership and build 12 stations, also known as their Ark. So this Ark is currently on the space. So resources are obviously very limited, and so all crimes are punishable by death unless you are under the age of 18 years old. So at the start of the series, the support systems such as the one providing the air and water are starting to fail. So the leaders of the Ark decide to send 100 prisoners who are all under the age of 18 to the Earth to see and find out if the Earth is really survivable. So the highlight of this show obviously revolves around this new Earth, and this new Earth is filled with so many mysteries, such as the people who have been living on the Earth, the grounders, since the start of a nuclear war. So if you're a fan of post-apocalyptic science fiction drama TV series, then 100 is just a show you have been looking for.
Okay, my second recommendation is Prison Break, which aired in 2005. How old were you then?
6 years old.
Okay, so maybe the younger generation may not know this show, but I rewatched it recently after 15 years, and guess what? It's still relevant and exciting to watch. So summary of the plot. Michael Scofield is a structural engineer whose brother is falsely accused of murder and sentenced to death. So Michael went to rob a bank to get himself into the same prison, just so he can help his brother to break out of the prison. But you know, Prison Break is very tough to do. It's not just digging a few holes in the walls. So it's very exciting to watch Michael carry out his ingenious escape plan while trying to survive prison life with violent inmates, corrupted wardens, and whatnot. Disclaimer though, I only enjoyed season 1. I didn't finish the rest of the seasons, but I can assure you that season 1 itself is a must-watch.
So the second US drama series that I would like to recommend is a Netflix original series called Snowpiercer. So there's a movie of the same name released on 2013. So for all the Marvel fans out there, so Chris Evans, aka Captain America, was the main lead in the movie. So this TV series is neither a prequel nor a sequel to the movie. It's a reboot with an entirely new cast and mostly new characters. So this series begins in the near future, almost 8 years after scientists convinced the world's government to battle global warming by firing a chemical agent into the atmosphere. This chemical agent worked too well. It turned the whole Earth into a frozen wasteland. So the last 3,000 human survivors are on board a 1001 car train that has to remain in a perpetual motion, circling the globe. So the rich and pampered population will live in the first class up the front of the train, while the desperately poor people who force their way on board the train live in the back of the train. So this show also revolves around a murder. So the head of the train decided to pull Andre Layton out of the tail and offering the homicide detective the opportunity to live in the third class permanently if he can solve the mystery. However, instead of continuing on as a detective drama on board the train, it shifts on to the high gear with a much more complicated revolution of its own.
Okay, so my two must-watch US dramas on Netflix are Prison Break and Mindhunter.
The 100 and Snowpiercer.
That's all for today.
If you like our sharing, please hit the like and subscribe button below.
Bye!
Bye!